thing which we need to understand by the term rights, right? So that generally we can sell our intellectual property as well. We can license it, right? We can have the complete right whatever we have over the movable properties and immovable properties. In similar way, herein also we can have the same rights, right? Now we have seen so many ideas which flows into our mind if we really required it, right? Ideas won't come as such. We need to work on it. So that we have seen even through the techniques, we have seen some 10 techniques to boost the ideation or thinking ability. Now those ideas can be expressed in various forms. Those ideas, if they express in various forms, that is as simple as that, variants of intellectual property. Very simple, right? We don't want to bother much about it. If your idea is expressed in different terminologies, as a whole, as a consolidation, we put it in a variance as a term for that, so that each and every idea plays or takes place vital role, or I can say different roles as per the format, right? We have discussed so many idea generation in a various formats. If the idea is might be a product or any process, or might be some new plans, whatever it may be, right? So based on that only intellectual properties are classified, as simple as that, right? So what are all those? Particularly we are starting with patents, followed by trademarks, followed by copyrights, industrial designs, geographical indications, semiconductor integrated circuit layout design, trade secret, and then plant variety, right? These are all the different forms of intellectual property. So today the entire session is all about this different forms of intellectual property. So let us discuss in detail about every individual variants. So let us start with the patents. Patents is the first terminology which we are going to discuss now. Patents generally we have call it as a monopoly rights given by the government to the inventor. Very simple, right? Okay, if which form of idea can be patented? The next question, right? If you have an idea of developing a product or process, only those two things can be patented. Please be sure about it. If you are expressing your idea in the form of a novel product or a novel process, only if and then we can go ahead and file it as a patent. If your idea is expressed in any other formats, that does not comes under the patent regime. It comes under the different regimes, right? So if the idea altogether is expressed in the form of a product or process, it takes the IP identity of patent, right? How long it is valid? It is valid for 20 years. From when it is 20 years? From the date of filing of patent. That is, you are filing the application over online or through hard copy format, submitting to the patent office or launching the e-application to the patent office. On that day, the application number is generated. From that date onwards, it is valid for 20 years, right? The term is rigidly fixed. We cannot have any control to change in the validity date, right? Please be sure about it. From the date of filing, Even I would like to give one example here, and particularly, for example, we are buying any vehicle, right? Generally, if you are buying a new vehicle or old vehicle, generally it has some RC book, right? Registration certificate, right? So that is the term. Only then it is authorized on your name, it is valid from that date, right? In a similar way, the application is launched and the application number is generated from that date, it is valid for 20 years. Very simple, right? Meanwhile, it is not has any control over it. For example, like we cannot have it as a provisional validation for any patent, right? What is that really it means is we cannot have it like a holding period. I cannot hold the patent for some time on other name, and I cannot do that, right? On that date, automatically the validity started. Okay, now this part is clear. What is next? What are all the criterias for a patent to get grant? Here I would like to give three terminologies, because directly if I state grant, you might not be in a position to understand directly. Most of you might be knowing it, but for a very few, I'll state this. First stage or first step is filing the application, right? That is the stage one. We are submitting the forms and complete specification or draft specification to the patent office. That stage we call it as filing of a patent. Stage two, that is patent publishing. What does it mean? Generally, every week Friday, the patent office publishes the patent journal, right? All the patents based on the priority. Priority is simple here. Based on the time of receiving the application, they have a consolidation for that. With that, they are publishing on every Friday, right? So that we call it as patent journal in general, or that is the stage of two, that is publication, right? In detail, we'll look at the importance of what is the advantage of publication, everything that we'll discuss in detail. But herein you understand three terms or three steps. Stage one filing, stage two publishing. They use so many terms. They called as a government gazetted journal. These are all the colloquial terminologies that people generally use. It is very simple, and also we understand there is no validation at this point. Whatever data we are providing is generally got published. That's it. Very simple. Stage three is the authority, or we can call it as, that is the final stage in patent office of any invention. What is that? Patent grant. What does it mean? Only then we can state it is our own invention. Until that stage, we cannot claim it is our own invention. Please be sure about it. Whatever rights, if you want to claim on that particular invention, that started only after the stage of patent grant, not after filing, not even after publishing. Please be sure about it, right? That stage gives the identity for the invention. Okay, in that case, what are all the criteria to achieve it? How do I reach? Or I put it in this way, I have an idea. What are all the things I need to assess to reach that particular point? That is, these three are the fundamental cases. First one is novelty. Second one is inventive step. Third one is industrial applicability, right? These three are the basic steps involved in, or I can say some hurdles involved in patent grant. What is novelty? The stage one, or I can say hurdle number one. All our inventions should not be published in any digital format from 901. What is that? From that year, it shouldn't be exist in any e-content format. Okay, you may ask this question. Then what about the previous literatures? Yes, those are all considered to be literatures, but most of the cases that is taken as a traditional knowledge are those are reinvented in various forms. So, as per the patent law, the content should not be exist after 1901 in the digital format. Please understand. You may ask this question. Okay, I have searched in Google patents as well as I have searched in journals. My invention is not exist in any format. That is the wrong thing. I didn't mean it is a wrong thing because still we need to undergo further search. It shouldn't be exist in any form of articles, images, videos. I'll give an example here. Most of you would have seen the movie Avatar. In that movie, there are n number of inventions are being a part of it. We shouldn't simply copy from that movie also, right? That is the real meaning of novelty. Novelty means it shouldn't be exist in any digital format. That is the meaning for it, right? Hope you all understood now what is novelty. Stage that is hurdle number 2 is inventive step. What is the real meaning for this? It shouldn't be obvious to the person who is skilled in that particular art. These are all the technical terms they generally use, but it is not really a confusing terminology. It's very simple. Stating the max formula to the mathematician. That's it. What is the meaning for that? See, whatever invention we are developing and submitting to the patent office, all your inventions are assessed by the examiners of your own variant or your own department, right? If it is belongs to mechanical, the examiner should be selected or would be selected, or finally they are the authority. They choose the right person to validate your invention. There won't be any cross identifications. For example, the invention may contain two different departments as a interlink. They don't give the assessment by the single person. They will go for the second opinion even if it is required before releasing the examination report, right? In simple, that examination report, in that sense, you don't want to confuse. Most of you would have familiarized with the journal. The examination report is more similar to reviewer comments we receive from the journal. That's it, nothing more than that. You don't want to get confused with that. So third hurdle is industrial applicability. Whatever invention which we are stating, it can be made or used in the industry. What is the meaning for this? It is very simple again. See, I'll give an example. I can claim that I can touch the moon with my bare foot. I don't have any device to reach, but simply with my bare foot, I can touch the moon. Even I may state this is new thing. You all can agree, even it is not might be published elsewhere. So I can prove the novelty with some mathematical calculation stating this and that. I can even achieve the inventive step. But how can I make that particular device here in any industry? That is not practically feasible. So it is not alone the validity of newness, that is the novelty, as well as the new criteria of inventive step. Along with that, for sure we required the utility of that particular invention. It should be used in the industries. So please understand, these are the fundamental three criteria. Is there any other criteria? Yes, that is this one. What is this? Non-patentability criteria. Which are all the things which we cannot file as a patent as per Indian Act or rule or Indian patent regime? I'll state you. First one, simple discoveries and scientific theories. We cannot patent it, right? Simply discovering something. For example, most of the countries are discovered, like US, most of the countries are, it is discoveries. Those things we cannot claim it is our own invention. Next one, aesthetic creations. Aesthetic creations, in future we are going to discuss about a different format of IP, but we cannot claim it as a patent, right? What is the next one? Just method for performing mental act. For example, I'm handling the class now. If I give this presentation to you, you'll handle in much better way than me. If these kind of activities are considered to be mental act, right? So this varies between each and every person, which we cannot state it is the similar output by doing that particular activity. That is the meaning for mental act. What is the next one? Discoveries of substance as they naturally occur in the world. That is also more similar to the first one. We generally call it as mere discoveries, right? Simply, even I can put it in this way, adding A and plus B and you are finding out C. That is also considered to be mere discoveries. We all know that if you are adding two chemicals, probably it landed up with third chemical with some basic criteria. But it really doesn't mean that it is the new patent or new invention. We are simply adding, getting the third thing that we call it as mere discoveries. Most of our patents may come across this section. They generally call it as 3D section. You don't want to confuse with all those sections. Now you understand simple addition of two or more things cannot be patented. And also it has close relationship with inventive step also. For example, mostly people have this idea. You may take these similar inventions, 10 inventions, taking one important feature from that invention, combining together, filing for a patent and applying and trying for the patent grant. That is not feasible. Please understand. Simple addition of terminologies or features really cannot be patented, right? And if you are finding one new atomic bomb or any bomb, you are not allowed to file it as a patent because it may affect the public, right? Next one, diagnostic and therapeutic and surgical methods of treatment for a human being or animal. Only the surgical methods cannot be patented. Except the microorganism, the entire plant variety or animal variety, we cannot file it as a patent. Okay, so these are all most important thing is computer programs. Computer programs, simple programs, are they call it as per se. Computer per se, simple programs alone cannot be patented in India. Please understand, you have an idea, you have expressed in the form of a product or process, you can file it as a patent and it is valid for 20 years. As simple as that. We have some criteria to achieve the final stage. We have seen three criteria: novelty, inventive step, and industrial applicability. And also we have seen what are all the criteria should be avoided while filing a patent, right? These are all the consultation about patent. What is next one? Trademark, right? In the image you can see the trademark symbol. By looking at the symbol itself, we can state it is the McDonald's, right? Even that is the unique identity, right? Trademark is a unique sign or indicator used by an individual, business organization, or any other legal entity to identify the product or service. Please understand this. If you are drawing some cartoon and we cannot file it as a trademark or any logo based form, we cannot directly file it as a trademark until otherwise it should be identified by a product or service. Only for that we can claim it as a trademark. Even smell can be trademark, right? Specific flavors they are using for their perfumes, scent, etc. Therein they can go for claiming its our own particular specific smell. Okay, so is there any symbol for identification? Yes, you could see the symbol TM here, right? What is the meaning for TM? Trademark. And once we file a application, we can very well write this term TM, right? But if your trademark got registered, right, what is the identification for that? We need to R encircled, right? Registered trademark can be identified using R encircled. Please understand this, right? So what is the validity for this? Generally 10 years tenure, but it can be unlimitedly renewed as per our requirement. What is the next identity for this? This trademark can has the specific unique identity by differentiating the smell even. So that is the core identity which we need to understand, right? What are all the particular fees involved in it? I'll let you know. If you are an individual applying over online, it is 4,500, or if you are applying as a hard copy, it is 5,000 rupees, right? And if you are applying as a, we have different classes for that. If you are applying for more than a one class, or if you are applying as a company, the value becomes 9,000 rupees for e-filing and 10,000 for the complete hard copy submission. Very simple, right? If you are filing e-filing, the cost will be 10% lesser. That's all. Very simple. Nothing to confuse more. You can see the famous trademark symbol. The trademark resembles the identification of that particular brand. For example, Mercedes-Benz is well known for the car manufacturers and they are well known for their quality, right? Their safety features particularly, right? Coca-Cola, you could see R encircled nearby, right? That gives the identity stating that it is a registered trademark followed by it is for their specific taste. This you could very well identify Toyota, Rolls-Royce, Microsoft, you can see R. So likewise, there are n number of trademarks available that could be easily identified. What is next? Yes, this is the one which we need to have more understanding, because copyright and related rights are, we are like, particularly people those who are in academics, they are using in day-to-day life. Even the presentation which I'm showing to you, I can very well copyright it, right? Let us have some detailed analysis or assessment about copyright, right? How long it is valid? From the data filing, generally valid for 60 years. In few cases, if the owner is the original author, from that date until his death plus 60 years it is valid, right? I'll give explanation and I'll give example also for that, don't worry, so that you can easily understand how that 60 years term can be added to the author's life, right? So what are all the things can be copyrighted? First, let us discuss about that. First, work of any literature, artistic, dramatic or musical works, cinematographic films, sound recordings, and software programs. Computer science faculty members, if somebody is there, please note it. if you have only software programs in India, you can file it as a copyright alone, not as a patent. And what does this related rights mean? Before I go into it, I'll give an example so that you can easily understand what is related rights. First and foremost thing, assume there is a producer team. Say for example, Raj TV or Sun TV, something like that. They are Raj Kamal producers or somewhere. There is a producer who is producing for the album, right? That album is going to composed by Mr. A.R. Rahman as a musician, followed by singer as Mr. S.P. Balasubramanian, and followed by the lyric writer Mr. Vairamuthu. Right? This is the combination they are going to use for that particular album. That album, it is produced by Assume Sun TV, and it is completely they are gonna broadcast all over the media. Right? Now, who will get this copyright and who will be the related rights owner? Please understand the difference here. And the original author for any production that is termed to be the copyright. So for that original owner, author's life plus 60 years is the term for any copyright. Even after the death of the author, it is valid for another more 60 years. That is the meaning for author life plus 60 years for copyright. Okay, because the person musician, he is deriving the music with musical notes for the first time, followed by the lyric writer, he is deriving some lyrics, and it is sung by the unique voice of Mr. S.P. Balasubramanian. So likewise, these are all considered to be the owners. Okay, and what is the benefit or what is the support for that producer and broadcaster? So just to differentiate this, the related right concept comes into the copyright regime, right? These particular broadcasters and producers, they'll get the related rights, right? The original people, those who have been a part of it, they'll get additional right in terms of copyrights, that is author life plus 60 years, but producers and broadcasters get 60 years of rights in the form of related rights, right? Why I am stressing this much here, and most of us will get confused how this could be achieved. And also, it is considered to be non-industrial intellectual property right. What is the meaning for this? Herein, we need to understand one more thing. Assume Mr. Ilayaraja as because almost for more than 1,000 songs, he is the music director, right? So generally, if the copyright, if you are filing, it takes minimum of 6 months to register. Assume if Ilayaraja is there, for all the 1,000 songs, if he is applying for a copyright and getting the registered, and then if he is publishing to the movies or albums, think about it, how long will it take? I mean, in terms of time, it is not practically feasible. So for that, the provision is additionally given to this is the, it really, I mean, it is not mandatory to register the copyright. Then how he gets the identity? He or she gets the identity in terms of copyright once it is published in the public domain. For example, you are recording a video and publishing it in YouTube, that is also with a copyright identification for that particular person, right? This we need to be very, very clear, because we cannot, or it is not mandatory that copyrights are required to register. Okay. So what is the fee involved in it? If you are an individual, it is 5,500 rupees for any format of copyright, and particularly, like, if you are involving in the form of a company or any branding or company logos, it is 2,000 rupees for the artistic works. So likewise, each and everything has its different fee structure, right? This is the simplest one. If you want to have presentations, if you are preparing some question banks or any particular new manuals, if you are preparing for the subject, anything you can very well copyright it. All your journals, knowingly unknowingly, you are giving the copyrights to the publisher. Hope you all understand this terminologies now. So let me slowly take you through some of the terminologies. First, before that, let us see some of the copyright identification. C encircled is the identification for copyright. Even this for the related rights as well, right? If they put C encircled, it may be copyright or related rights, right? For this particular image, this is for the computer program, this is for the website content, right? So likewise, we can have n number of variants in the form of copyright, right? And one more advantage in copyright is, if you are using for educational purpose, we don't want to worry much. This is familiar to the faculty members, because most of our books are copyrighted one. We are simply photocopying it and we are using it. And if you are selling those books for some money, it is considered to be copyright violation. Please understand, right? We don't have any rights to sell those books, photocopied book, but we have a rights of using for the education purpose. If you are using for education purpose and you are not making money out of it, that is considered to be the correct practice. But if you are making money out of it, that is the wrong practice in terms of copyright. That is termed to be copyright violation, right? As simple as that. And still we are not eligible to perform the Michael Jackson movements in stage and make money, because still it is not crossed 60 years after his death, right? Hope you understood what is the nuances involved in copyrights. Now we are moving towards industrial design, right? What does it mean? Industrial design is very simple, that for the look and appearance are aesthetic creations, right? What does it mean? Aesthetic creations, in that sense, only for the external features we are applying industrial design. If you are using some specific design structures or doing some modification, those comes under this category. Design refers to the features of shape, configuration, pattern, ornamentation, or composition of lines or colors applied to the article, only for the physical appearance. As simple as that. You all would have identified what is that the image shows is BMW, right? But they are not here shown for BMW car as a product, but for the external shiny finish look, we can go for industrial design. That is why I have taken the variant related to vehicle itself, because that inbuilt has some patented products as well, but only for the external look and feature, this has been considered as a industrial design. Very simple. Non-functional, please note this, non-functional products are considered to be the industrial design regime or criteria. How long it is valid? Valid for 10 years plus 5 years we can extend it. What is the government fees involved in this? Only 1000 rupees, right, for all the categories. Also, it is required some different 7 different views of that particular article or product to submit it to the industrial design office, IP office. Very simple, that's it. So next thing we are going to look at is our famous Tirupati Laddu. It is identified in the term of geographical indication. What is the meaning for geographical indication? Geographical indication is based on the origin of that particular goods. All should be identified based on the origin of that particular product. Please understand this. You may have this question, so I'll give one example. Same Tirupati Laddu, you take it. Still, assume what are all the ingredients is there in the Tirupati Laddu. Most of us know some basic ingredients. With the same person, right? For example, I am asking that particular person who is making Laddu in Tirupati, I am asking that particular person itself to come to Tamil Nadu and prepare the Laddu here, right? Do you think the taste will be same? If you think the taste would be same, it is wrong, because that particular climatic conditions and the ingredients they have brought into that particular place, storing it, everything adds some taste to that Tirupati Laddu, right? Even the same ingredient, same person manufacturing the Laddu here in any other part, it won't give that taste, right? So that is the meaning for geographical indication, that is origin based identification for those products, right? We cannot expect the same taste elsewhere in the world, right? Similarly, Mysore silk, the silk extracted from Mysore of that particular silkworm gives some additional weightage to that product or quality to that product. Similarly, Darjeeling tea in terms of taste, right? So how long it is valid? Initially, generally it's valid for 10 years, but we can extend as many times as we required. There is no renewal limitation for this product. Even we could see our geographical indication office is not put rest even during this lockdown. They were keep working. So one epitome for that one is, you could see 30th April 2020, they have given Kovilpattu Kadalamithai as a geographical indication tag to that. You could even see this, they were waiting for 5 years. And one more important thing, individually we cannot apply for geographical indication. Only as a group of people we can apply for GI tag, right? Individually we cannot claim it is our own product, because as I keep repeatedly stating that origin, that particular origin and the ingredients they are using in that particular place, adding the value to the GI, right? So that's why individually we cannot claim it's our own product. Next important thing, nowadays almost all the electronic gadgets are made up of semiconductor integrated circuit layouts, right? There are thousands and thousands of circuit layouts are being a part of the machineries nowadays. So how long it is valid? It is valid for 10 years, right? There is no further renewal for this. It is valid for 10 years, right? So these circuits, if you are adding, what are all the components of being the electronic, that is IC circuit layout. So those things can be modified and we can claim it as our own invention. That modification should add value to that particular product. For example, generally a circuit may contain some 5 or 6 capacitors. If you are adding 7th and 8th capacitor along with 1 or 2 antennas or so and so, if that increases the identity for that product, or I can say technical efficacy for that product, then we can claim it as the semiconductor layout. And also don't confuse with the product. Product is different. Novel product comes under the patent category. The idea is minor modification in terms of the circuit alone. Please understand this. Only those things are considered to be the core identity of IC layout design, not all the components. Please be sure about it, right? Don't confuse with the novel product and IC layout design, right? That is different. This is different. It is valid for only 10 years. And the next one is trade secret. What is the identity of the trade secret? We don't want to reveal the ingredients to trade secret office also. Then how can we claim it as a trade secret, right? Okay, I'll ask this example. Mostly, even wherever you attended the IP workshop, they would have asked this question for sure. What is the ingredient of Coca-Cola? Who all knew it, right? Except those three inventors, no one knew the ingredient of Coca-Cola, right? Because it has its own taste or quality to that particular drink. Only because of that, the validity is identified, right? So likewise, we is not required to reveal the ingredients to anyone, right? Even you could see the Pepsi company try to mimic the Coca-Cola, but 100% taste is not been achieved, right? Even I am not exactly knowing about the story, but even Pepsi tried by recruiting the employees of Coca-Cola, but they have tried to mimic it, the Coca-Cola completely, but still they couldn't achieve it, right? That is the power of trade secret. We can maintain as long as we are keeping it as a secret. There is no time bound at all, right? Similarly, you could know the famous fight. People, those who are from Tamil Nadu, they can easily uh, remember the story of Talapa Kattu and Talapa Katti biryani, right? Talapa Kattu is the oldest one. They have a rivalry, and finally Talapa Kattu won because they are the original inventor of that Talapa Kattu biryani ingredients. We all know it has its own taste, right? So this is the advantage of trade secret. We don't want to reveal the identities to even to the trademark office. Last one, this is newly added regime to our Indian patent system, or sorry, Indian IP regime, not to the patent system, generally a part of IP regime, right? It is introduced only in the year 2001, right? Just to recognize the farmers, right? If you could see in that image, it's like a frog sitting on top of the leaves are grown, right? If you are identifying the or developing the, not identifying, that is wrong term. If you are developing the new plant varieties like this, we can keep it as a plant variety patent, right? For how long period? For 18 years. If there is some plant varieties, you are just simply modifying it, it is valid for 15 years. That is the difference we need to understand, right? Because this is newly added regime, not the older one. And I'll like to give one example here. Most of you would have aware this is not the new thing. Neem, turmeric, right? Tulasi, those ingredients are patented by other countries like US, UK, but it is origin of our own country. Due to our ignorance, they took away all the products and claimed, even basmati rice claimed their own product, and they have derived so many products out of those ingredients. Even the product are derivative from tulasi, they made some tablets. It cost 70 rupees, but that ingredient is origin of our own nation. Please don't neglect it, right? If it has some medicinal value or identity, they could derive out of it, right? Even from our famous cow's urine, they have made the anti-cancer drug that is patented by US nationals. So think about it. Please don't leave these ingredients. This is our own nations, our own identities, right? That 70 rupees tablet is not as worthy as taking the raw tulasi, right? Please be sure about it. So derive out of some of the IPs, adding more and more value to us. And another important question is, if I have one product, can I go ahead and have multiple IP for it? This is the famous question I received in most of the workshops, right? One product is there. Shall I go for Raja sir? Could you please mute that? I think Vishnu Priya ma'am's one. Could you please mute her
Okay.
mic? Okay,
Okay, sir.
sorry for that. Yeah, okay, done. Sorry for the trouble. So this is as simple as that. If you have one product, for that you can go ahead and file n number of IPs. That is different number of IPs for that. That is why I have given this example. One is Nokia N95 mobile. Most of you would have aware of this particular mobile phone variety. It has technology that is converted into patent. Similarly, the design, right? You could see it is a closer form. That is like a sliding model to close it. That they have filed it as a design patent. And also that oval shape buttons, they have filed it as a design patent, right? We could see the software code that they have copyrighted. Similarly, instructional manual, right? That they have filed it as a copyright. Most of you would have aware of that instructional manual because it's like a 2 kilometer paper folded and give it to you in all the languages how to operate that, or what are all the instruction which we need to follow during the usage of that particular product, so that we can go ahead and file it as a copyright. Trademark, that particular product's identification N95 is the specific identity given to this particular model. And the Symbian software developed by the open source software Java, they can trademark it, right? Similarly, trade secret, what is the secret involved in this is how they can keep it as a secret parameter, some of the unpublished data to develop it. For example, that over like a key, they might have developed some technical inputs to arrive that key in a oval shape. Likewise, we can have so many parameters as a part of the IP, right? You all may have get dumped with lot of the data, but what I would like to highlight from the beginning, even from yesterday, my think is you really don't want to get worried about this IP as a separate entity. It is always being a part of our own day-to-day life, products, process, etc., etc., right? So I'll give an example. Assume my wife is planning to cook a dish, right? she wants to have some basic idea. So she is referring the YouTube video. That YouTube video is copyright. You all aware of it, right? Then she wants to do some modification in that, right? She's adding her own ingredients, so it's become the trade secret, right? That known products, for example, so known masalas, it is a trademarked one, right? Followed by the next thing is she wants to cook it in a faster way. So she made one arrangement in such a way that simultaneously the product is cooked using three different format. Normal gas also can be used. Similarly, induction process as well as microwave format. So all three combined together, she wants to cook it. So it became the event design patent, also semiconductor integrated circuit layout also, because she wants to give the electric connectivity between all these parameters, right? Finally, she made one dish, right? And she wants to decorate it, right? That view, she can take it as a photograph and get the copyright even. Finally, it's become little excess, so she thrown outside. With those effective mixture, for sure there will be some new plant varieties grown, right? Because we all know in our house we won't simply follow the traditional ingredient, we want to add masalas. That masala, some new mixture, for sure give the new life, new features. So think about it, all these are being a part and parts of our life. We really doesn't require any separate place, or we really don't want to think much about the various formats of IP outside our activities, that is our day-to-day activities, right? So these are all the symbols involved. Copyright, you all know, C encircled. Trademark, while applying it is TM encircled. If you are using R encircled for registered. Utility patent, actually it is not available in India as of now. It is olden days, they are sanctioning it for only 8 years, but it is not available as of now in India. So for small products, due to their short life period, they go ahead for utility patent parameters. And next one, design patent can be identified. Trade secret can be identified with this symbol.